And starting the stream. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Getting right to it with the final stages of Ratchet and Clank 3.
Ratcheting.
Assuming my PS3 didn't just completely freeze on me. God fucking damn it.
Serious right now? Are you kidding me?
It's been doing this a lot lately. I need to replace the heat depletive gel on it. I've been meaning to do that for a while, but it requires me to disassemble my PS3. Give me a minute.
It's not a stream without technical difficulty. And our first caller tonight is Cure Crystal. Hello.
Not like I don't have it properly ventilated. I have a PS3 fan on the front of it as an external USB add-on fan. It's just like the heatsink hasn't been replaced since probably since this model was released. Black Citric King, I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but I think the chat and stream desynced last stream. It does that. Because that's dependent on YouTube, because I don't have the chat play in the actual video anymore due to people abusing that way back. Like I think it's been a few years since we put the chat in actual video.
Yeah, it has. I wonder whether Garland had his thing.
When is someone going to unbury my body?
I want to. No.
Seriously, it's ridiculous that people don't think they can make those in a specified carving place and then have walked them there.
It's like, just because he can't explain it, like, just because.
No.
What the hell? What the hell just happened?
The data better not have gotten fucking corrupted.
Oh my god.
I'm trying a full proper shutdown. Goldengar, we haven't changed our mic volume period, so it's probably your game that's being loud. I fucking hate everything.
What the shit?
Like, I've had the PS3 fail a few times when we've been playing the Ratchet and Clank games. It's never done this.
Wow.
Oh, I guess this is following a recent trend of us not completing goddamn games when we're supposed to be.
I can't believe it.
Escape 9614, known John today. He's at work. Let's see. We couldn't finish Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because it kept getting screwed over on it's corrupted. Because I kept getting claims on that. We couldn't finish Beautiful Joe. We couldn't finish. What was another one that got corrupted?
I don't know if it got corrupted, but I do remember I couldn't beat Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on stream because I died at the Shadow Queen fight. But I'm still counting that as a success because we at least got there.
Yeah, it looks like the entirety of the Ratchet and Clank save file for the entire fucking trilogy
Are you kidding me?
is now dead.
Are you? Oh no! Oh.
And of course, the continuous delays on actually progressing anywhere in Final Fantasy XIV.
Wait.
Trying to boot into safe mode. Escape 9614, y'all don't keep a flash drive handy for stuff like this? This is a PS3! Why? We don't have the option to back ship up on a PS3. Yeah, once a save file is corrupted, there's nothing that can be done about it.
Son of a bitch.
There's a restore file system option somewhere in safe mode, apparently. Yes, and I can't access safe mode. This is a CHA1 PS3. This is the backwards compatible one. That's only something you can do with later model PS3s. And even through safe mode, that's game files, not save files. Yeah, you would do it for stuff that's here, not stuff that would be in the save data utility. Once it's corrupted in the save data utility, it's gone for good. So yeah, even if we were to replay Ratchet and Clank 3 on stream, the problem is it would be with the loss of any gains we'd get from the Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2 save files, because that was the entire save file set right there. Here, Crystal, this is why I wish they would have ported this collection as well as the others to the PS4 and 5. Yeah. And again, this keeps happening because my PS3 keeps overheating because I've been needing to replace the heat absorptive gel on the processor because this is a 20-year-old console.
Like, this is a pile of shit.
Yeah. Earlier, so maybe cut your losses and move on to a new game, just putting out there. Yes, our next game is Xenoblade, which requires a lead-in, which we haven't written yet. John is not here for us to do Final Fantasy XIV today. Literally, we have to write an entire prologue chapter for me to walk you all through to properly do Xenoblade, because we never got around to reviewing Xenosaga, and the entire video will be on what transitioned from Xenogears to Xenosaga to Xenoblade. Because it is a trip, it is required knowledge.
It's one of those, without that knowledge, you can't really appreciate how Xenoblade came out to be the way it was.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It's sort of like think of it as like when you hear about a movie like a movie production where it's like, oh, one movie gets a troubled production, but then in the time between that one and the sequel, suddenly so many radical things happen that like it flips the entire script.
Yeah, it's like, it's a lot. Originally, before I decided 2024 was the last year I was going to do regular scripted videos in a schedule, it was planned to transition from Xenogears to Xenosaga to then doing Xenoblade in some form, either streams or scripted review of them after I played the games again. That ain't happening. So before we can do Xenoblade as streams, we kind of need to go over that entire tangled mess that is Xenosaga's development and final end product, because Star Wars sequel trilogy is the simplest way to put it for those who are not in the know. And I know I did that comparison with Code Geass and its development, but it is another case where this has happened. The Star Wars sequel trilogy is the biggest pop culture thing to represent that what the entire mess is that happened. Justin Simone, Mega Man Legends is most likely being saved for something. I'm not going to suggest it. I just have it on PS3 because there's no other accessible form of the game. I have never played it. And I've seen other people play it. I have never enjoyed Mega Man Legends.
That's another game that would need a remake.
DJ Toku, I would need that as I have zero context for the Xeno games. I reviewed Xenogears 2 years ago. There is a reason I stopped doing scripted videos, as it was pretty clear no one was watching them. Dear Crystal, a friend of mine said the collection is on PS5 if you have PS Plus. I don't pay for PS Plus. I don't pay for subscription game services. And it still has the problem of I'd be playing it from the start again. Which is the entire problem. This corrupted save file, this corrupted save file, that's Ratchet 1 HD, that's Ratchet 2 HD, that's Ratchet 3 HD. It would be starting over from scratch through all of them, and considering how long it took us to go through all of them, we're not doing that again.
No, we're not.
So yeah, this is another game joining our collection of games that are not getting finished on stream. Why has that been a thing as of late?
I don't know, but it's weird. Like, this is like the one that feels the most active gaudy, though.
Yeah, because we literally had it all set up to go, and then...
Because, okay, in defense of Paper Mario and Beautiful Joe, those are examples of, my memory said I knew I beat this, or at least got close to beating it, and I was, like, with a Paper Mario, I beat the Shadow Queen off stream, so it was just a simple case of, you know, like, trial and error. With Beautiful Joe, it was, wow, this is way more difficult than I remember. How did I beat this the first?
Yeah, and I was just getting fed up with it because it was the end of our time on the stream. But this is like the last time we had something fail this spectacularly was when we tried to do Donkey Kong 64.
Oh yeah, we did try to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're during our sick post vaccine streams.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Golden Girl, gotta burn some sage in your house, clear out the bad luck. Or this is the start of some nebulous form of karma. Like, what have we done that was so terrible to warrant this? To warrant constantly being kicked in the dick?
That is apt. It's just, Rumba. I mean, I do have a suggestion if we want to pivot, if you still want to continue with the stream.
What do you want to do?
I was thinking I could showcase Street Fighter 6 a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, okay, like, yeah, because I figure, look, well, yeah, yes, folks, we're pivoting from Ratchet and Clank to Street Fighter 6. I'm not starting from the beginning. You're just gonna, like,
jump in where she is right now.
Yeah.
Because she's been playing the last few days to set up her character for when Mai Shiranui inevitably gets put in as DLC.
Sexy ninja. Sexy ninja. DJ Toku, Lexi Emperor, over the Necronomicon.
You are not opening the pun book when you're about to play a game.
No, very fair. No, he like, he's out of line, but he's right. Black Century King, hey Alexis, are you a Darkstalkers fan? That is yes.
Yes, we are.
And this is my character.
We all knew what she was doing.
Did you know? Huh.
Just last night I unlocked this walking beauty right here, Cammy. Yeah, that's more my style.
Toku, full disclosure, I know little to nothing about Street Fighter. Mine was a Tekken and Mortal Kombat house. Combat with a K because poor literacy is cool.
Alright. Yeah, this is one of those games where you don't have to be good at fighting games to enjoy.
Or at least the only fighting game I'm remotely proficient in is Smash Brothers. Pretty much me as well as my fighting game adaptations month set of videos, I should say, showcased. I just suck at fighting games in general. Like, I'm curious about their stories. Thank you, Thorgy's Arcade, recent channel I've been watching for actually doing retrospectives on a bunch of them. But playing them is a completely different mess.
New super art. Spin Drive Smasher.
Well then.
Sometimes the outcome of a battle costs someone their life. You know that's it, you fight nonetheless. Why is this?
I see.
If you don't fight, you won't survive.
Okay. Yes.
Looking for a training match then.
Oi.
Pure Crystal, who is best Street Fighter lady, guest characters don't count.
Oh, that's a good one. Ow!
You fell for it.
Oh! I won't be able to really look at the chat, so like,
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Toku only got to DOA when I was older. My first exposure to DOA was just the Xbox magazine covers, which featured the Bikini Beach volleyball spin-off. Like, I didn't even know it was a fighting game until someone told me. Fox Century King. My first fighting game was Naruto Clash of Ninjas for the GameCube. Yeah, sounds about right. Granted, another few obscure ones I actually indulged in. Again, I actually did reviews on them. Was Digimon Rumble Arena. These, you know, gimmick fighters like that. Gundam Battle Assault as well.
And beat Cammy.
And, of course, the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games. By the way, have you guys heard of Chained Echoes? It's an indie game that was very clearly inspired by Xenogears and the classics of that era. And if I didn't make myself clear from the Xenogears video, I don't like games of that era. I hate those gigantic open worlds because, as was the recurring joke, I get completely lost. Okay, to the fact that original generation Xbox had DOA 3 and DOA X1 and 360 had DOA 4 and DOA X2 helped sales of those consoles in Japan. Yeah, probably.
Thank you. Is this? Thank you.
I gave Cammy some.
Is this? Thank you.
Gongar, I was more referring to the use of mecha. I haven't gone that deep into it. Okay, fair.
So allow me to reveal something to you. I am a soldier in the British Special Forces unit known as Delta Red. We eliminate criminal organizations, protect VIPs, and handle global peace operations. You met one of our agents in Metro City, right? Besides his normal duties, he's also a scout for new recruits. Strong individuals with the will to fight like
Yes.
you. You're wondering if you've been working in tandem to get enlist?
That's right.
And what if we were? Think you'd be able to get away from us? Only joking. He's kind of a dork. If there's one thing I did hear about this game is that Cammy is hilarious with her text messaging.
David's saying, well, probably was to say Sakura is the best Street Fighter girl, but the rest is ordering me to say Jury.
Yeah, that's fair.
Aren't they both pretty high on the popularity polls?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's amazing how Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 held up as the best Dragon Ball game for so long. Probably because of those RPG elements they put into it that increased replayability. And, you know, all the secret side things you'd have to discover.
You've got... Cammy, you've got my number, right? Feel free to phone me in an emergency. If you sense danger, don't hesitate. Call in the cavalry.
Bradley Harris, so Alexis, if I can ask, what was the inspiration behind your character design? Just curious. I am hoping that statement is ironic because it's pretty damn obvious.
I know, right? It's like, I mean, like my idea is that I'm gonna learn from Cammy, get some of her moves, and then when my Shiranui drops, then I'm gonna have like ninja arts in that arsenal too.
Ah,
More martial artists, learn more techniques. It's all data for your growing combat database. Always conduct your analysis beforehand. You won't have time once you're in an actual fight.
I don't think they can see the actual name because it's, as is the problem with modern games, the text is too damn small.
Yep, but this is Callan. And if you're asking yourself, Alexis, who, like, why would you name the character Callan? Do you not know me? I think I made it pretty obvious who my favorite is. Ooh, a merchant hawker.
What can I get for you?
Oh my god. I don't want it just for the... I'm not gonna actually equip it.
You'd like it for the lulls.
Yeah.
Davis Hayden should have made this joke when watching the Xenogears videos, but Dust is Zoro confirmed. Yeah, I even joke about it myself. I get so lost in those directionless overworld style of games. There's very few of those I like.
Alright.
Like, you need to have some form of proper map and a directional arrow to a potential goal. Like they did in the Paldea games recently. I say recently, but they're a couple years old now.
Alright, so last night I unlocked 2 fighters that we can... So let's go to the first one.
Zangief?
Father Russia!
That or Armika. Or both.
Kronk! You're strong like bull. Look how wide Zangief is.
Golengaro at Davis Hayden. No, that's more John shtick. Oh yeah, because he constantly gets lost in Final Fantasy XIV.
Doesn't Samo Callan with the punching power of the mighty Hamstar. Yeah. Zangief.
Golengaro, hey, it's the cage area Judgment uses in Yakuza 0. I am Media Hood, who just got here because they just got in from work. Yeah, if obviously you missed it, but game save corruption for the entire Ratchet and Clank collection.
Oh god, look at this. Cammy is about texting us.
So now we're doing this.
Testing. You okay, Cammy? Hey, that was a test message. You okay, Cammy? Hey, that was a test message. You don't need to use the game. No emoji. Next time, I'll teach you a very important lesson. One centered on the criteria for judging the trustworthiness of others online. I'll be very thorough. Be ready.
Alexis, you do that.
What can
The
I get for
emoji
you?
thing?
No, just the add-on texts.
Thank you. Please come again.
Alright, that was one.
Your Crystal, instead of having fun with it, I wouldn't mind seeing Alexis play something like Hi-Fi Rush on PS5.
But we're doing Xenoblade this year and stuff. But yeah, I heard Hi-Fi Rush is good. It's just there's other priorities. Now we are in India.
Oh great, is Homer gonna ruin another wedding?
Ah, good old Dulcie.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of this art style they've been using since, like, Street Fighter 4 for just Street Fighter. It feels overly oily.
Pain gloves.
Take care.
But I gotta. Oh, that's right.
Back to Bug Ryu.
Yeah, I'm back to. Yeah, because of course Ryu is bugging out in Japan.
Well, girl, so I was curious and found a guide explaining how the new gauge works for Monk if you're interested. It's still convoluted, but I think it does a good job of explaining the new... Right. Okay. Mostly talk to Alexis. And Alexis and I will log into the game in the mornings, considering I'm day shifted at the moment, and we'll see about setting up what we're going to do. Our current plan is, since we're only going to be playing for 3 days in Final Fantasy XIV this month, because Alexis couldn't get next week Saturday off, we figure we're going to get close to main story for Heaven's Sword done, and then see if we can't do the Hildebrand quests. Unit reviews. As we're doing fighting games, which games had the worst costumes? Injustice or Injustice 2? I didn't play either, so I can't judge.
Me neither. I know Injustice 2 had a lousy problem with like equipment and costumes and stuff.
Digitoku, why did Ryu grow a lumberjack beard? Because he's alright?
He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
Unit reviews was on the same line of thought with that.
I know.
Once knew a fighter like you. Someone who wanted more than any student.
Where is Sakura anyways?
I don't know. I thought she was just a child. Blink of an eye, she had by leaps and bounds. Now her goals are loftier than mine ever were. Not but be reminded of her when I see her earnest desire to improve.
Right.
No, I shouldn't worry so much about whether or not you're my student. As long as we just happen to be training in the same place, that's fine by me. Watching your progress should be interesting.
Speaking of, I know I've beaten it over the head before, but companies, black border your text. This is slightly black bordered, but you have to make it gold because if it's against anything that's bright or white, it's not going to be legible. What happened to the era of the darkened, shaded behind the text boxed? Because those need to come back. Pure Crystal, I know you've seen the news, but I'm glad that Discotech is using a different storefront from the pre-order for their pre-order starting in February. Yeah, unfortunately the new one is frustrating because they don't have any actual search engine. It's all by tabs, so it's really difficult to actually search through the offerings once they get larger.
But I'm sure that can be fixed with time.
The website has apparently been around for years, and it's been a chronic problem with them. So it's still a bad option, but it's more morally correct than giving money to Crunchyroll.
This That's amazing. Listen up.
Eating is a necessity if you want to build a strong body.
Think of it.
I'm not particularly picky, but I knew a guy named El Fuerte who's... Hey, El Fuerte mentioned. He was the... El Fuerte is a Mexican wrestler from Street Fighter 4 who also happened to be a cook, and he would hit people with a frying pan.
Like you do.
Oh god, he was a luchador who claimed to be a chef. After one of our matches, I had the chance to try some of his cuisine. That was the hardest I had ever struggled to finish a meal before or since. I've tried food from every corner of the globe, but never have I tasted anything like what he served. As a fighter, though, he was a genuine article, serving the title, the Hurricane of the Gulf of
By
Mexico.
the way,
Speaking of food, I usually prepare meals on my own. Sometimes I get local ingredients and cook in my lodgings.
Dave's saying, wait, considering where you are in World Tour mode, shouldn't you have also learned some moves from Ken?
I did come across Ken, but I haven't unlocked him as a master yet.
I think the order of operations might be different between female characters and male ones.
Mm-hmm. Once when I was training at a village overseas, I made my own soba noodle. I even got to serve them to the locals. They loved it, a very fond memory of mine.
Or maybe just between the masters you choose first.
Thanks, Ryu.
all that aside,
Basically, he's describing how this monk named Retsu gave Ryu like some delicious dessert one. But this isn't a definite like. Can anybody in the chat right now read what the text is saying?
Currently, Rescue was excommunicated, a so-called immoral monk.
Yeah.
I was just assuming there.
No, you were correct, but why was he excommunicated, you ask? I can't say for sure, but it sounds like he got into one too many fights. A runaway temper, perhaps.
now then. That reminds me.
Ryu's only wearing this outfit for training purposes.
I mean, it's a blanket wrapped around him with the ring.
I used to wear a gi during fights and even while traveling, but it had a tendency to be inconvenient. Moving between countries and created far more difficulties than I would have preferred.
Sir, do you know you're wearing pajamas?
It sets off plenty of red flags at airports, I can tell you that much. Sean Lee once fought me so close to help make sure it didn't happen again. We fought, worked together on more than one occasion, but this was the first time we went shopping together. Sean Lee picked out the store right here in Japan. I'm far from a stickler for fashion, but I can vividly recall Sean Lee insisting I try on all sorts of outfits. After much consideration, I went with a jacket emblazoned with a pattern of cherry blossoms.
Actually,
The comfort far exceeded my expectations. It quickly became a part of my everyday wardrobe. I even wore it to the baths. Really one of my favorite outfits. I wouldn't dare lose it. That's funny.
And then you will never receive a text message from Ryu.
Apparently he actually does text you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, apparently.
I would figure that would have been one of those, I'm out in the middle of nowhere so much that I don't even have cell phone access. Hidetoku, wait, Ryu has other clothes? Mind blown. But yeah, he has to have something for, Capcom to make cosmetics out of them.
Yeah, and also, like, what do you think he's doing? Running around shirtless all the time?
welcome.
stopping by.
There's him. No, I played as a girl and character and learned from Ken first. Okay, so maybe he is accessible, but
I probably just don't know. Oh, there.
there,
Yeah. I can talk to Ken there. I just didn't like.
find him before.
Like, that's the beauty of this story mode, in that who you learn from and who you train with, like, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just whatever you is the. No.
Interviews. All I wonder is, where is Dan Hibiki?
Dan Hibiki lives inside of all of us. I just came across a player named Alexis.
Huh.
There can be only one! Did I just whip that?
Yes.
There we go. And I'm still wet.
That was a bit mean.
No.
And it was an NPC, not a global player, right?
Yeah, it was just a regular NPC.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's an NPC, who cares? Like, you can just go up to anybody and do stuff like this. They had it coming.
HG5 is there in the chat. Why do you want to fight a street? What did it ever do to you? No, the fight occurs on a street.
Like, this is the funniest thing about this game. You can just go up to any player, any NPC, and just chuck them.
Well, shall we begin?
Walk straight into that one.
Guy did. Damn it. Like, who brings this sort of a fight? Like, really?
I mean, it's this franchise, so...
Oh, this a-hole.
Yeah, go train some more.
Ah, sort of my problem that I like to rush and try to get as much hit in, but
The level difference.
right. Behold.
Alexis, why?
It's for a mission.
Go try someone else.
Don't judge me. I'm just running around with a dumpling head.
Looks like an onion.
You're an onion.
All right, let's
Shitoku, well, we know how to deal with a swordsman. Just pull an indie. No, that's a whip wielder. Thought. No, wait. It was a sword, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. I have not seen the Indiana Jones movies in forever.
Oh no, Lee Fen.
What is it? No way!
Oh, Lee Fen, for those wondering, is Chun-Li's adoptive daughter.
Which is why she's hanging out in a place with a terribly eaten couch.
No, she was, I think...
Well...
Ah! Mad Gear Gang brought her here.
Shifies, your character's hair looks like the style Go On Red had. Still has, when he styles it up. Okay, yeah, media reviews. He need to defeat the sword wielder with a gun. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen the movies in forever. So that the end of the mission.
Cut off my head. Uh-oh.
Stop right there, be brave. Yo, what the hell? Whatever, I guess. So, you're here to play hero and save the girl. Don't you worry, my friend.
Hair clipping through the character model.
Oh no, hired goons!
Minions of the box ghost, clearly.
Gotta have an appetizer before the main entree, yeah.
Ha ha ha, your costume is ridiculous.
Oh.
Not bad, yo. But I got a truck car.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're kind of outnumbered.
Age of Fights. Wonder if other fighting franchises will adapt this new style of open world, because the way this looks just reminds me of Tekken Blood Vengeance. The thing is, like, these kind of open worlds, they take a lot of effort to do. Like, we're going to be playing the Xenoblade games all the way through, and those are all pretty deep open overworlds, and they take time. Dave's saying, I'm still shocked that the Mad Gear gang is still kicking after all these years. Justice Abode. Easy, everyone's too busy trying to take down Shadow Law. Yeah. I still prefer Shadow Law over Shadow Lu. Like, that just makes more sense considering what M. Bison wanted to do in his take over the world scheme.
Super finish. Ow.
Damn it! Figured if I took this kid hostage, I could twist your arm into doing another job for me. I was wrong about you, though. You're good.
All right. I'll meet up with you later, okay?
My spine. Whatever you say, McDonald hair man.
Am I right?
Whatever. I don't need you. Gotta head back to Chinatown, baby.
Age of Fight, no, wait, not Tekken, I meant Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury coming back is amazing. We're gonna get that, hopefully, if it's physical, because I don't do digital only. Bongar, I just saw some utter blasphemy. Someone just put Chopper and Orihime and a hated anime character post with the likes of Chi-Chi and Sakura Haruno.
Okay, let me stop right. Let me.
No.
I gotta talk about this real quick. Is Orihime the best character in Bleach? No. Does she deserve to be hated? Also no.
He's the worst character in the show? Absolutely not. That'd be Kon.
Right, like, there's a thing about Orihime that I think we, like, what we Westerners, like, got misunderstood was the anime's portrayal of her was, I wouldn't say exaggerated, but the studio animating Bleach at the time just wanted to give more emphasis to Orihime, like, Rukia and Ichigo shippers. So, like, they kind of didn't do her as much of a good service. If that
They
makes
didn't
sense.
do her justice. Yeah.
Right.
Whereas if you read the manga, that's different.
Right, it's a different story. Now, you could still not like Orihime as a character, but hateable? No way. No, not in the slightest. Like,
Sakura, there's no salvaging.
and like, and also Chi-Chi being hated, I can see massive dislike, but I also can't bring myself to hate her because at the end of the day, just being a bomb.
And Chopper, why is he even on the list in the first place?
Do people not have souls?
You don't mess with the white mage. Rather, I doubt Bandai Namco put in so much time and effort for a second game with an open world overworld. Bandai has done some games with overworlds, or at least traversable environments like this. The Digimon Cyber Sleuth duology, for example. But it depends on the development team. Rather, I mean, all hope for Sakura was lost when she married a man who has tried to kill her. And how ever since she's bent over backwards for his absentee syndrome.
Thank you.
Like, the fact that Sasuke didn't even see his daughter until she was in her teens is... Yeah, any claims that Naruto's a worse dad needs to have their head examined. The fact that the ways they forced Naruto being a bad dad was even worse.
The fact that he used a shadow clone to show up to his own daughter's birthday, is like, what the hell, man?
Okay.
Fair death, hey to say, Alexis, sorry, I'm late, what I miss? My PS3 crashing and corrupting our game save file, so Ratchet and Clank joins another one of the game series where we're not finishing it. As is the curse of our streams. Hey, speaking of Digimon, I got one of those vital braces because I saw them for dirt cheap, and I'm still figuring out how it works. Just a heads up, the battery life on those is absolutely garbage. Justin Simone, at least Naruto tries, you just need to use the clones at the office instead of at the house. Yes, which is part of the problem. Naruto knows better. They assassinated his character just to give some form of legitimacy to Boruto's bullshit. And to make Sasuke look better by comparison, when... No. You know, when you keep having to assassinate character to justify the opposing opinion, you fucked up.
Oh. Greetings. Hmm. Yeah. Well.
Ever hear of Shadowloo?
Black Cinder King. No, the problems with Naruto and Bleach's anime adaptations both come from their animation company. Studio Pierrot. Yeah. Seems to be a constant problem they have with female characters, too. Looking down their, series list. Like, they technically did that a bit in Yu Yu Hakusho as well.
Yeah, it's like, it's really weird. Like, I really want to know how much time it took for Capcom to make this whole, game.
Considering from the dev stuff Thorgan's been talking about, they had to redo this from scratch after the previous series head director left around 2020-ish. Probably a lot. And this game is only a few months old, so rebuilding a game in 3 years, that's doable. Like, according to other heads, a 3-year development cycle for a game is pretty normal.
Spinning. You can do it.
Great shot, don't you think?
No.
So where are you headed?
I'm trying to get to the like. It's that classic problem of I see a side quest marker, but I'm not sure where it, if it's underground or if it's above ground.
Ah,
I tried going to where it was above ground, some subway entrance.
listen, Simone, don't know if this was asked in a prior stream, but what units would you want a hypothetical DLC Season 2 of Gundam Breaker 4? We stopped playing Gundam Breaker 4, we don't care. Because seriously, the user interface issues were just so fucking bad. Like, it legitimately, literally hurt too much to look at.
There we go. Ah, here we go. Oh, this mother!
Yes, yes. What is it? A word.
Spinning bird kick.
What did those boxes do to you?
Spinning bird kick.
I don't know. Same thing as this guy. That throw looks so brutal. Like just. Ah, Ina.
Jared Death, so question, what is the story for Street Fighter 6? I've been wondering ever since the game came out.
It's doesn't honestly the story doesn't really matter that much. You're just going around trying to find the true meaning of strength, and we're currently on the hunt for one of our fellow pupils. His name's Bosch. Oh, a new character. Like if Street Fighter 6 is going to be good for anything, it's that it's really making us, connect with the actual Street Fighter characters. If that makes any sense.
You can let him be.
Out of the way!
Oh. Oh, he just took some bad poison. Ooh.
You thought I had money in there. Too bad. This is my fabulous collection of poison.
Aki.
When inhaled, coriamyrtin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
I need an adult.
Master, it's a work of art! It's...
Voiced by Faye Mata.
You can't move
Oh god, she's poking him.
What to do with you now?
Ow.
Oh my.
Put him out of his misery.
Alexis,
Yeah?
this is Aqua.
Oh god, it's Aqua?
Useless goddess Aqua.
Oh my god.
I don't need to kill him.
I don't need to kill him?
Fine then.
Aww.
We're done here. Well, that was a close one.
I need an adult.
Yes. Then. That's right.
Fox Entry King. Oh god, Aqua lost her mind. That assumes she had much of a mind to lose to begin with.
Which one of these was the herbal medicine again? Oh yeah, this one. Probably.
This is the AU where Callan goes on a world tour just so she can learn how to counter the Binzaku kick.
Now, here comes the airplane. Say ah.
I don't want that.
No.
Oh.
Some poisons can kill people in the thousands with that amount.
Oh.
Like botulinum toxin, it inhibits acetylcholine release, causing loss of muscle tone, lethargy,
Imagine if Aqua was like this.
dizziness, visual impairment. Heavy eyelids, intense thirst, loss of speech, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach distension, breathing difficulty, respiratory failure.
The worst part is that there are some people who aren't into this.
This is just herbal medicine, though. What did you think it was?
The squirrel on our window.
The master taught me something. When it comes to poison, by the time your victim realizes that you've used it, it's already too late.
And the damn squirrel that guns the house.
Eating your treat.
So am I. But
Oh, her initials are AKI.
Yeah, because in Japanese her name is Yurei Phantom. I don't know why they changed it to Aki. It's the wiki is not saying why they have it like that.
What can I get for you? Take care. Thank you. Please come again.
Metro City!
Who's paying for all these flights?
The plane that I keep finding. So the moral of the story is, if you give Aqua the access to poison, she absolutely torture somebody with it. There's apparently also a Spy Family collaboration.
I mean, Yor.
It was just a costume, but it was kind of disappointing that, like, Yor wasn't included as character, because that would be funny.
That would be a rights conflict thing.
Yeah. It's like one of those understandable, I get the why, that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Like, be more expecting of Morgan to show up as a guest character in there because Capcom.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're not using the Darkstalkers license for much.
Oh. Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna fight that Carlos guy. That guy has been...
Rather, I kind of want to see Bayonetta in Street Fighter as a guest character. It's not like she would be that out of place.
Wait, hold on a second. We have a Hibiki.
Black Century King, I will laugh if Capcom somehow lost the rights to Darkstalkers. How, though? They commissioned everything about the IP outright. That's not how rights loss works.
Well, shall we begin?
Woo! Round 1 to 1.
You're gonna burn all your consumables in this, right?
Got this.
You must have helped. You hurt back best. Yes, continue just like that. I leave the rest to you.
Farewell, my friend.
Pretty sure that was just Ichiban from
Yeah.
Farewell, my friend.
Carlos Miyamoto.
Voiced by Kaiji Tang.
Yeah, that's Ichiban.
Also Archer.
Nice share.
Also a regular death battle voice. David saying, did you at least do Carlos's quest first?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Wait. Get back here.
Aw. Oh,
Hey, that kid is nothing but a dirty little pickpocket.
He's lying! I would never do such a thing!
Except for all the times I did that.
Hila.
Shut your mouth, brat. Let's go. You dumb kid! Shit.
I'm just saying that if Kala was ever using the mobile trade system from B Gundam, like, it would be even more unstoppable. Stoners.
That's not good! Expected it! Damn! Thank you so much. Oh. You see.
Welcome.
Fair Death, I know it probably never happened, but does anyone besides me kind of want to see Sega Tenshu in a Street Fighter game? Kinda. Like, doesn't Sega have a fighting game property of their own that they're not utilizing? Like Virtua Fighter?
No, actually, there's a new Virtual Fighter coming.
Huh.
Being developed by the same guys who did Yakuza.
That's not good!
The Ryuga Kotoku team?
Yep.
Huh. Okay, so we expect Kazuma and Ichiban to possibly be cast characters then.
What is it?
This place is big.
shouldn't be too difficult. Your opponent's not that keep it up. Viral arrow. Keep walking. I'm testy. You're done. Take this. You're done.
Oh.
Terror of Death. Now all we'll need is a new King of Fighters game and a new Blaze Blue game, and I'll be happy. They're doing Fatal Fury first. Who knows what they'll do for the next King of Fighters?
King of Fighters 16, the search for more money.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Spinning bird kick.
Hey, hold up.
Hello there. Spinning bird kick.
Engage! Fight!
Boom, boom, boom.
Spinning bird kick.
Ooh, diamond crystal.
I wonder they were guarding it.
Spinning bird kick.
Looks like a snitch-ass rat. Any last
Where
words?
you gawking at?
Whoa.
Piece of trash. Hurry up and die.
Spinning bird kick.
Engage! Fight!
What's wrong?
Spinning bird kick.
This'll be a
Spinning bird kick.
Engage! Fight!
You for real?
They're saying I should mention this is where you can find Jury, but she only shows up at night and after a side quest.
Okay.
Let's settle this here. What are you?
Spinning bird kick.
Engage! Fight!
I got a sombrero.
Good to see you. Aha. Good to see you. Come again.
Scrap heap 2.
The search for more money.
Oh my god.
Start.
Just this would probably look great on a CRTV. Terror Death hit his question, will you be playing the Up and Will Tail Bronx games we ever reviewed on stream? You mean Fuga and Fuga 2? Yes. It's in the backlog.
Oh, that's right.
Hold on a second. What did I just get?
Pair of pants with higher defense stats.
A sailor skirt. For maximum ass kicking.
Hiya. Well,
That swerve does not look right for this setting.
Did you like that?
How would you trigger pressure time?
Basically, it's when the enemy glows white for a split second, and
Ah, that.
yeah, you saw what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What this lesson's really all about is learning how to take advantage of your opening. Okay, I got the basic idea. I can do that again.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing with the side quests in this game, is that,
hiya.
like, they're not, like, at least these ones, they're designed to teach you game mechanics.
Like you were getting it, you were just dodging in windows where it became open.
Hiya. Well,
That's why it's called pressure time, because you kind of need to. So.
Now with Mediahood, I hate these kinds of challenges.
So simple to need to do, but oh. I'm gonna give it one more shot before I move on.
hiya. Well, there you are.
Come on.
Right here.
Like, actually do the thing and let. Ah.
Right here.
Like the pro.
There you go.
Like, part of the problem is that the AI doesn't want to like actively do it, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll try it again on my own time.
Later when you can hit them harder.
Spinning bird kick.
You got this.
Stop right there.
No.
What you looking for?
Just navigating this time. Here's the guy I was looking.
In game, fight!
I got Zangief.
Nicely done. Engage! Fight!
One more left. Keep your guard up. I'll show you how I can tell how much you've progressed.
Whoa, whoa!
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And now that it's the strongest sailor skill.
What are you up to?
Hey. I see. Hey. I see. Hey. Huh.
What you got on ya?
Ow! I'm being accosted by men in top hats.
You're top men.
What do you mean, top men?
Top men. Good Reviews has an amazing bread joke for Alexis.
Oh, what is it?
It was the royal symbol for a French bread.
I don't know what.
Time to reply. I don't know, but it's gonna get a rise out of us.
Well, it's gonna be the of our problems. One second.
Flower de lis.
Ah.
Anyways.
Understand.
You see, the thing is, please.
The game is about this one guy creating a bunch of problems for others.
Because he, like, stole a bag and is kind of spiraling into a whole bunch of other stuff. That's why, like, the game's story doesn't quite matter as much as it would.
Hiya. Oh. Well.
Oh my god.
Huh. So I guess Morgan's outfit is in the game, in pieces.
And now, Callan Kozaki's devil.
Seems legit.
That's just written.
United Kingdom.
A minute, if you would. Well then. How are you feeling? All right.
Sorry, I'm just gonna stay with the devil wings because they're sick.
Yeah. Heavily winged ruler of the Crimson Lotus Hell.
Ooh! Like the dramatic posing.
Bradley Harris, Callan is slowly releasing her devil trigger.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Callan has the devil has a devil trigger. I believe it.
Clearly, this is Senkatz's next form.
Ah, I got it. Like Lelouch's like, Callan, when did you grow devil wings?
Oh, I've always had those.
Now, you, me. Bedroom. What? Oh no. Are you taking adequate breaks? Keep your stress in check?
What?
A bad dream, you say? Oh, please, just put it behind you.
By the way, isn't Cammy technically an international fugitive as of last game's events? That clearly seems to have been resolved, considering she's part of a special forces unit in this game already.
What? Hey now.
I mean, it would have made more sense to go with the crows simply because wings.
Yeah. I love how it's like intelligence operation. First, there's some apparently new stuff at the shop, so
Welcome.
Come again.
but seriously, Devil Callan, it's like that's how much he's like completely done with everyone's shit.
Specifically Suzaku's.
Callan's so tough. I once heard that she beat a man to death with his own skull. Physically possible?
That's what Jimmy kept screaming.
No, that's what Suzaku kept screaming. Wait. I took a picture of a cat.
Yes.
Cammy? Is this what I think it is? Going on a top secret mission for me, and if you say to anything to anyone,
Kong gets fed up getting screwed up by the code guess writers and goes full devil trigger mode.
it's like just breaks into their office, breaks the fourth wall. Oh my god, this mission for Cammy, we're taking cat pictures. Cammy, the badass special forces agent, wants cat pictures.
There's a dirty joke here somewhere.
What joke about taking pictures of cats could possibly be dirty, Davis? I cannot even begin to fathom what you are talking about.
Your review is completely lost tonight. Apologize if you discussed before what's Devil Trigger. A special transformation ability from the Devil May Cry games. Basically, where Dante and his other family members allow them to exert their devil blood by taking on a devil-like form. It's become a shorthand for similar demonic transformation mechanics in other games, including Onimusha's. And we kind of associate with Callan just because she's referred to by the... One of her call signs is the Red Lotus, because her mech's the Gurren, and the entire joke of the naming conventions of the Gurren Satan is it's the Crimson... It's the... Gurren Satan is the heavily winged ruler of the Crimson Lotus Hell. Who rules the Crimson Lotus Hell? The Queen. Queen of Demons. It goes back to that thing of Callum would have willingly walked with Lelouch to hell had he just confessed her love to him. Confessed his love to her. Peter reviews. So, would King and Ida's berserk forms in the Outhouse finale count as activating their devil triggers when Bella's Alive's lose? Sort of. It's inconsistent on whether it counts or not. Luze's Titan form would be a devil trigger to most people. It's kind of based on appearance and mechanics. Sometimes a berserk form is just a berserk form.
Brilliant work with the photos. Matter? Alright. What favorite cats? That's not what I chose cats so you have a moving target. Yes, let's go with that. Anyway, that's a mission completed. Job well done.
Is this? Thank you. Is this? Thank you. Yes.
Amnesiac origin unknown.
Yeah. Even though Cammy was given to me by Delta Red's commander. Oh. Only in the course of my duties that I learned who I was and where I came from. I was a genetically engineered super soldier created by the criminal organization Yadalu. First, I'd been sent to infiltrate Delta Red as a spy. So I am, someone who never had a home to first place.
What?
Delta Red accepted me, unconditionally. Cammy we know is part of a team and a family. Come now, spare me the waterworks, and not a word of this to a single soul.
Basically clarifying some odd stuff they had done with Cammy's character story in past games. David saying, also I'm going to say this while I can, we need Shonen Jump vs. Capcom to be a real game. I mean, they already did Tatsunoko versus Capcom, but I think just because those kinds of crossover games have been testy for Capcom, that I think they don't want to do another one of them until they've firmly reestablished a bunch of their IPs. Because Tekken Cross Street Fighter ended up being a disaster. Was it Street Fighter Cross Tekken? There were two games. There were supposed to be two games? I'm forgetting the specifics on that.
Like, I go to speak about Cammy's backstory to a single soul, and then she appears behind me like the devil her. It's like, did I tell you about not telling so?
Oh hey, Cammy learned the Raging Demon.
Social media from Cammy. How frequently do you use social media? I like to gauge your situation. I'm a posting fiend.
I will lurker at best.
Simple browsing is fine, but do take discretion in disclosing stealing private information in the world at large invites risks not be calculated. You absolutely must limit your discourse to conversations with trusted friends. If all else fails, you can always message. Aww. Is she our bestie?
Black Century King. Also, there's the fact we're still not sure we'll get another Marvel's Capcom game despite the remakes we recently got. Yeah, it's probably the Capcom test for the subject.
Ooh, Neo Shadowloo's lair. I see. Side quest.
Okay, that's not a bad idea, Bradley Harris. He's suggesting a mechanic that puts Shonen Jump characters and Capcom characters on the same level of each other. Kind of like what Dragon Ball the Fighters did, where it depowered a bunch of characters due to plot events.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm being caught. The sumo men.
This is bad.
Hold on a second, folks. I gotta call my mom.
That was everybody's New Year's.
Fine.
Good.
Oh, my mom says hi, by the way.
Okay. Oxygen King, their dryer broke. Saving up to replace it. Thank God they have $250 dryers. Who willing to spend $2,000 on one? Yes. Who would have to replace their dryer not long after moving in, and thus got one that is a heat pump one. Wait, that's us. Davis Head, I think this is where you find Ed if you have the DLC. We do not.
Looks like you got your hands full. They're reeling. Let 'em have it.
Oh, I can't.
Spinning bird kick.
So gotta beat everybody in the train car before the time limit?
Yep. For rewards and experience and all that stuff.
Feeling it. Nice. Here we go. You can handle the rest.
Giving up. Spinning bird kick.
What are you gawking at?
Looking for trouble.
Try it.
Spinning bird
Alan goes and rides the subway train and everybody dies.
He's a guy with a box on his head, has to fight him.
Scissors, rock, paper. Oh, a cutscene. Oh, it's Ed.
Bring it.
That's comb over though, right?
Yeah.
I love that they have the box idea because then it implies that way they don't have to see what you need facial.
We're not finished.
Psycho power.
You don't know when to quit. Told you I don't want anything to do with you losers. Get lost. Show up again and I'll punch a hole through you. Whoa! Seriously? I'm not interested in whatever you're pitching. You really want me to punch a hole through you? So, just who are you? You working with Neo Shadowloo? God damn it. You need to learn to stop pissing me off! I knew there'd be more of you. Alright, your form isn't bad, but you need to work on your follow-through!
Hey, over here!
Let me show you how it's done.
Final round. Fight.
Any other that or is it?
It's been pretty much dead.
Eh. I'm just having fun being the snot out of people.
You're asking about who's Ed's voice actor is.
That's how it's done.
And it is Edward Bosco.
What is it?
Edward Bosco.
But really, careful out
It's
there.
also voiced by the actor Hiroyuki Yoshino. I say actor because there's also a writer, Hiroyuki Yoshino, who voiced Alleluia in Gundam 00.
Wasn't he? Oh no, that's Kapayama. Okay, that what I was thinking of. It's funny that the English dub of that character in Gundam 00, Hallelujah, is the same one for Inuyasha.
Yeah. Okay, there's more listings. Voiced Ikoda in Edward Bosco voiced Ikoda in Persona 3 Reload.
Oh, that guy.
Was Gaia and Baki Hanma versus Kengan Ashura. Riker and Hell of a Boss. Charizard and Pokemon Horizons.
Really?
Courage, Magneto, and Darkseid in Death Battle. Oh, and Spyro.
You're kidding, right? Let's talk about this.
Andre Anderson, third part 6.
Am I right? Know what I mean?
There's also a couple characters in Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged.
What's a guy to do?
Tatsuya Serizawa in Mob Psycho.
Listen up.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff.
What's up?
What have we got here? Let's play.
Look who it is.
Here you are.
What do you want?
You know what, I need DoorDash.
Oh, in the game.
Fried chicken.
What's with the racket? The hell's going on?
Ah! Boss! I caught some mad gear punk trespassing. Ouch!
And stop calling me boss, okay, Jandy? It's Mr. Rudra.
Understood, Mr. Boss Rudra. But you've gotta call me Trendy Pop then. All my friends do.
We'll talk later, okay? Who in the blue hell are you, and what are you doing on our turf?
I'm just little devil
Fire
fighting.
on our hands here. She wants in on the Night Shell tournament.
Is that a fact? I tell the organizers we're sending one of our own to the tournament, and then Thrasher scrambles like an idiot and sends you here, huh? I was gearing up for a good brawl, you know? Now we got ourselves a bona fide main event. We got the Crows versus Mad Gear. You go round up.
This all started with us. Hey, how do I kung fu? To oh, we're dealing with inner city gangs again.
We're gonna find out which one of us is worthy of repping Metro City. Tell Thrasher to get ready. The Crows will be waiting.
Spinning back kick.
Damn, that's not good.
You might put up a decent fight.
How about we go where he's spinning back kick?
I definitely want to go for this.
Feed reviews. So do all the crows wear box on their heads? More like every generic mook enemy.
It's kind of one of those like low key design things that I find funny as hell. Like all right, welcome to our game, kid. You must wear the box. Do I have to wear the box? You must wear the box.
The box is good.
I just perfected him.
Nice. Feed reviews. What's in the box? Character model without a face. I think we're gonna call it here for the stream. We've been going for
fair.
2.5 hours.
That's fair. But yeah, that was Street Fighter 6 and sort of a spur of the moment. Trying to make a best of a bad situation kind of thing.
Yeah, we will be back tomorrow with Lexus, John, and I, joined by Golden Garo, who hopefully is still in the chat. for Final Fantasy XIV again. We're only going to be able to do 3 days this month simply because Alexis couldn't swing next week's Saturday off, and past that, I got to go back to work. So we're not going to be able to stream much more past that.
What?
So we'll see you guys all for that.